This is the revolution. The revolution is here. Africa has awakened, and our Africa will never ever be put to sleep again.
Doing this thing for Captain Ibrahim Traore alone, we are going to urge every leader in Africa that when you take a good decision for the land of Africa, the youth of Africa, we are ready to support you.
Yesterday, which was 25th of May, happened to be the Walk with Traore project that was going on in Ghana. A lot of Africans from different diaspora, from Sudan, from Nigeria, from Mali, from Guinea, those people who are living in Ghana made the Walk with Traore came to life yesterday.
Hands up, Africa!
Africa must be free!
Walk with Traore!
Africa must unite!
Walk with Traore!
Africa must unite!
Hands up, Africa!
Africa must be free!
Hands up, Africa!
Africa must
And yesterday, which was the 25th, happened to be the African Union Day, and the president of Ghana has come out to tell all African countries that it's about time that Africans, we have to unite. It's about time that Africans, we have to stand together, become one, and walk towards one direction. President John Dramani Mahama, who is the president of Ghana, extends a message of unity and progress to all Africans as a continent, marks African Union Day. So the president of Ghana is urging all Africans that it's about time that we have to unite so that we can work together as a continent. Ladies and gentlemen, without wasting much time, let's go and watch the message that the president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama of Ghana, delivered to the other African continent.
Fellow Africans, esteemed leaders, brothers and sisters of the African continent, it is with great honor that I address you today on the occasion of Africa Day 2025. As we gather in Addis Ababa and connect across our vast continent and beyond, we celebrate our resilience, our rich heritage, and our unwavering spirit. This year, our celebration is particularly significant. The African Union has declared 2025 as the year for justice for Africans and people of African descent through reparations. As the AU champion for this critical cause, I'm deeply committed to working with you all to achieve this vital objective. For too long, the legacy of slavery, colonialism, and neo-colonialism has cast a long shadow on the lives and progress of Africans and people of African descent. These historical injustices have left deep scars. Reparations are not merely about financial compensation, they are about acknowledging the profound and enduring damage inflicted upon our people. They are about confronting the uncomfortable truths of our past and taking concrete steps to rectify these wrongs.
He continued to speak about the historical injustice. But this is where I have the problem. We don't need to ask for apologies from these people. It's about time that Africans, we have to move on from we don't care about their apology. It's about time that we have to, move forward, think about ourselves. Whether they say they are sorry or not, whether they apologize or they don't apologize, we just have to move on. But anyways, he continued to talk about the things that Africans can do to develop the continent.
We seek justice. Justice that encompasses a comprehensive range of measures, including official and unequivocal apologies from the nations and institutions responsible for perpetrating these historical injustices, addressing the crippling debt burden that continues to stifle economic growth in many African nations, a direct consequence of exploitation and unfair trade practices, providing resources and expertise to empower African nations to achieve sustainable development and participate fully in the global economy, returning stolen artifacts and cultural treasures that rightfully belong to our heritage, investing in the educational initiatives to promote a deeper understanding of African history, culture, and contributions to the world. This is not a simple task. It requires courage, determination, and a unified front. It requires us to engage in meaningful dialogue with those responsible and to advocate tirelessly for our rights. I call upon my colleague African leaders, civil society organizations and youth groups, and members of the diaspora to join hands in this important endeavor. Let us work together to build a future where justice prevails, where the wounds of the past are healed, and where the potential of every African and person of African descent is fully realized. Let Africa Day 2025 be a turning point. Let us reaffirm our commitment to building a continent of prosperity, opportunity, and equality for all our people. Let the pursuit of reparations be a testament to our resilience, our determination, and our unwavering belief in a brighter future. Happy Africa Day. Let us move together, united in purpose, towards a just and equitable future for all Africans and people of African descent.
Now, shifting from John Dramani Mahamas to Ibrahim Traore. Walk with Traore happened yesterday, and before this even happened, there were some rules. Let's go and watch the rules.
On May 25th, we walk in the footsteps of giants. This is not just a protest, it is a call to reclaim Africa's dignity. Before we march, these are the rules of conduct, because discipline is revolutionary. Number 1, discipline is revolutionary. This is a peaceful, disciplined march. All participants must conduct themselves with dignity, focus, and unity. Disorderly behavior will not be tolerated. Number 2, movement, political party colors are welcome. Participants may wear their organization, movement, or party colors and paraphernalia. This is a Pan-African march. Unity across our differences is strength. However, divisive or partisan chants and conduct are discouraged. Stay tuned for the next set of rules. Hashtag Walk with Traore. Hashtag Hands Off Africa. Hashtag Africa Must Unite.
There was Elder Ras Aswad in Krabia, who urged all Ghanaians, all Africans in Ghana to come and support this movement. And here you can see that the ancestors, the African ancestors, were speaking through our beloved Elder Ras Aswad.
Comrades and friends, African Liberation Day is here once more. On May 25th, 2025, all roads lead to Accra for a massive demonstration against forces that is trying to destabilize Africa at this moment. All those who are against Traore, Trump, Langley, be prepared. African Liberation Day is here, and we will face you square on that day. Beloved brethren and sisters, brothers and sisters, comrades, let us all come out in full force, 100%, and deliver a blow to capitalism and imperialism on that day to let them understand that Africa is not the whole Africa today, and we are not compromised. The youth are fed up and tired of the oppressive conditions and slavery that has been going on for so long. And we want to put an end to it. As a matter of fact, we are going to put an end to it. And that is from the youth of Africa. Hashtag Walk with Traore. Hashtag Hands Off Africa. Revolutionary time is here now. Stand and be counted. Stand and represent Africa. As I say in Burkina Faso, homeland or death. And Rastafari said, death before dishonor. Give thanks.
Also, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's daughter Samia Nkrumah also happened to be there. He was part of the Walk with Traore, what that happened on the 25th of May.
What do you mean to print your paper and come and take up my gold, my oil, my everything, my cocoa with your paper? Then the big men are fighting over that paper again. They don't want the paper. Then they will start fighting over the down. Fucking paper they call a dollar or pounds or anything they call themselves. What do you mean? My God, you bring it. And we have oil. But I'm told us it's going for gold for oil. What do you mean? What about our oil? What about refining? Don't forget about the refining. That is something that a human being have created. You don't know. The refining was created by somebody. You can also create it again. Create more than what they have created. And you have the opportunity now. We are in computer world. The computer can tell you everything. Why are you delaying again? Why are you delaying again? So the computer world that we come, is it going to be useful? It's not useful for Africa. Revolution is revolution. And we don't care where the revolution is coming from. If it's coming from the east, the west, the north, and the south, it is still a revolution. And we as Rastafari people, we believe in revolution. So anywhere the revolution is coming from, we are going to support it 100% because that is right. The truth is the truth, and we don't care where the truth is coming from. That is what we want. So this time, this one goes to all the leaders.
so that they should see and know that anytime they stand for the revolution, we are ready to back them. And we are ready to help them reach the level they want to.
Why are you stepping on the United States flag? Why am I stepping on it? Yeah. They should leave us alone. That's the message. Stay away from us.
Yes.
Who appointed you as the captain of the world? Leave us alone. This is our continent. Don't decide whatever we want for our continent. That's a simple message I'm saying to the world out there. Don't accept our flag.
And ladies and gentlemen, it was crazy. Like, you see people telling what Africans have to do. This guy from America was there telling people, encouraging Africans to unite, encouraging Africans to think about themselves, encouraging Africans to become one, so that nobody in this world can even touch them.
When General Langley got on TV and said Ibrahim Traore is a danger to the people of Burkina Faso and we need to go over there and save the people of Burkina Faso from Ibrahim Traore. That is a ill order. That is the same message that they put out on Muammar Gaddafi before they toppled Libya. And now the women in Libya, just like Sudan, are being raped. And the children are being sold in slave markets. And now Donald Trump got on a meeting just the other day and said even if we wanted to go into Libya, we can't because the situation has collapsed so bad, there is no more Libya. That is what the Western media has said. And that is what they want to do to Burkina Faso. Do not look and say this is Burkina Faso. It has nothing to do with Ghana. Because if they collapse Burkina Faso, it will spill over into Ghana. Make no mistake about it.
Yeah.
So this is a test from God for everybody.
That's truth.
Because when Kwame and Nkrumah came, we are humans. We make mistakes. But we allowed the West to turn us against Assange. Yes. And we danced on top of his broken statues. And we celebrated when he was overthrown. He was all over the continent building what we know as the Casablanca Group.
There was this woman who was also telling us that it was even Africans who taught the Europeans, who taught the Western world how to do this, how to do surgery, how to go to school, and all this. So it's about time that Africans, we have to pay attention to what we have.
They don't respect you, so have some self-respect and stop respecting them. No white person is superior to you. No European is superior to you. We are equal. Yes, black we are equal. All humans are equal. No human being is superior to you. And don't allow any white person to make you feel they are superior. And they analyzed it. They used that to experiment on. They use African cells to develop things like cancer treatments. They use us all the time. So without us, what is Europe? Ask yourself, if they use, even our bodies are used to experiment with their medicines.
The books, the movies, they have been using them to pollute our mind. It's about time that we have to sit down and think about how everything started. From the slavery era, from the 1980s, from the 1442s, even before 80s. This is the time we have to sit down and reflect ourselves. Where do we come from?
Freedom! 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 Freedom!
What they were chanting was, hands off Africa, Africa must be free. Hands off Africa, Africa must be free. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go and watch some of the speeches that happened.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Africa must be free! Africa must be free! Africa must be free! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, everything happened as it was supposed to happen. The work with Traore was successful. There wasn't any violence. There wasn't any sort of negative energy over there. Everyone was preaching towards one goal. Africa must unite. Africa will unite. Africa will be great. The new Africa is on its way. The new Africa is already here. The name has always been R6. You can leave whatever you think in the comment section. peace. I'm signing out.